So a year later, or 2 years later, we're back filming YouTube. We're going to take on a day of life. We're filming content, trying to get as much content today. So starting the day at the gym. So let's get this day started. What we'll do today is a bit of legs and back in here. Then we'll go over to some houses in Darlington, film some content around there. Go from there, some of the service accommodation units. I probably need to catch up with people on YouTube really, because started a service accommodation management business now as well. So we'll talk more about that. But for now, let's get this legs and back done. What we were just talking about behind the camera is just how, like, we've found personally, when you don't have that next goal ahead and you kind of get stuck in what you're doing for a while, you lose a bit of the excitement for it. So once you kind of like, I don't know, you've got to forever change your environments, change the goals, change the like the goalposts of where you want to go to keep that like motivation. Because only recently, since obviously some of the businesses we've set up, you kind of get really caught in the businesses and lose that like that end goal. So it's good to just keep changing it, and I feel like we've got that now. The social media is like kind of another part of it now. I want to really explore that. Let's see how long I keep it up though. Right, so that's that done. We're going to purchase a new house a few weeks ago, so we're going to go and see that one. We've got 2 purchase lease options which have gone through last week, which I don't think I've got access, but we'll go and see them. Need like a light refurb. Go view a lot of our service accommodation units, do some content around them, and I think we'll just see where the day takes us really. So let's do this. Stay with us, our Airbnb management company. We just hired a social media manager, so he's just put his post out today, so I'm just going to share that. A little 5-star review we've got there, so I'm going to share that over, put that on Instagram, and then let's keep it moving. So we're just going to head over to the first property I ever bought, which was about 2 or 3 years ago now. We actually did an Instagram sort of like little series on it, which you can check out my Instagram, which is Ryan Cresswell Property, all one word. So yeah, we're going to go over there, check how it is, because the tenant's actually left now. Once I can get out of this junction, maybe we'll get there. So the interesting thing is, when we let it out originally, it was at 550, which was quite a strong rent at the time. But now 3 years later, someone's been living in it for that long, and we've managed to remarket it at 625. So you know, that's an extra bit of like net income there. So we'll be there in a couple minutes and we'll show you around. This area here is an area called Eastbourne in Darlington, where you've got all these like roads which run parallel, including Eastbourne Road, which is where my house is, and a bit of traffic here. What's he going for? Jesus. Anyway, so this area, all houses sort of, you can get some good houses anywhere from like 50s to 60s, 70s, and really good, strong rental, not very expensive, and they've got good end values anywhere from 80 to 90 if you do it up really well. So a lot of people like buying around this area in Darlington, and I think I've got around 4 or 5 houses around this area, so we'll try and go around to some of them today. This is the first time I've been in this house for a couple of years now. This is just a 2 up, 2 down. Very echoey without no furniture. Kitchen's still in quite good nick actually. It's got like a little yard out here as well. Let's shoot upstairs, let's have a look. Little like office, secondary bedroom, which we actually had a leak from the gutter which came in here. You can see it's still sort of like repainted it. You can see it's still sort of drying out now. Luckily that seems to be sorted now. Also in here, there was like, I mean, you can see where they've cut in, which looks like it's still drying out. But this was awful. I've got a video of this. This was like almost like moulding up on the wall, which happened quite quickly. But it seems to be okay now, ready for a tenant to come in. Today's the 8th of August, and on the 12th, new tenant comes in, paying 625. So, like I said, that's an extra 75 quid from where it was to start with. So that's a good sign. And the bathroom, it's actually quite a big bathroom, yeah. But yeah, quite basic. Shower, bath, and yeah, that's that. So this is one example why it's good to have a diverse portfolio. So this is one of my buy-to-lets in Darlington, and so this is one reason why it's good to have a diverse portfolio. So this is one of my buy-to-lets in Darlington, and recently, past our spot checks, there was a huge ingress penetration damp from obviously the gutter having an issue, which basically, I mean, I'll show the video, it was all up in this corner, and effectively had to cost me quite a lot of money to redo it, which could have been prevented if this was a service accommodation unit, as we would have routine checks, the cleaners would be in and out, and basically it would always be kept as and effectively your house would always be kept like a show home, or like the way it was when you first took the photos. That's quite a good one.
Yeah.
I'll speak to Daniel again about this today, because if he hasn't got any in his units, the thing is he might have a lot of these block flats which have them sort of already in for regulation.
Yeah.
You know, like the Manchester flats and the Sheffield ones, they probably all have them in there anyway because they have to.
Yeah. Well, yeah. I mean, we probably will lose like a couple, but then the ones we're going to lose, you could argue we maybe don't make mega money from them. So.
Yeah.
And then the money that we'll lose from that, hopefully we'll make some money actually doing these as well.
Yeah, well, yeah, exactly. I've now set up with some business partners, a service accommodation management business. So effectively, we've scaled that in about 18 months to nearly 80 properties. It's doing really well. But obviously, I used to just do developments by myself. So things are a little bit different now because we've got 5 full-time members of staff, God knows how many subcontractor cleaners. And obviously, a lot of people will know service accommodation is 24/7 every day. So there's always stuff happening. So we're going to stay around Darlington, go over a few more houses. Just as an example of running a service accommodation business, this is like, you get this all the time. 2 minutes ago, good morning, we stayed in the above location. One of the teams already replying to it. They've left their laptop behind the TV, and that is a bonus because I needed a new laptop. That's actually one of our Airbnbs. We just ran the area, so I thought I'd show you. The one with the 2 lock boxes outside, which does quite well, really well for contractors. 3 beds, yeah, that one's actually had a loft conversion, which is good. Right, so Patterson Street, this is another new purchase, which is actually tenanted, but we can try and get some content out here. So we just stopped off on this road in Darlington, where this is where I've done a lease option deal. So we're just talking through that on the reels. Effectively, a lease option is when we are leasing the property for a duration of the contract, which is 5 years. So paying a rent, receiving a rent, obviously making a margin of the difference. And then we've locked in a purchase price on this property is 74,000. Now we pay that in 5 years' time. So let's hope if it's worth 80 plus in 5 years' time, then we've got quite a heavy discount there. So that is the pros of being able to secure a lease option, but they're quite hard to come by. So we're still filming our Darlington houses at the moment. This is the 3rd house I ever brought. This is probably my best performing on the rental side. This is 725 rent because it's a 3-bed semi-detached. Tenants are actually pulling out the driveway now, so we're trying not to film them. But once they go, we're going to finish off a few reels here, and then let's try and get some food, I think. So just finished up at that house. I'm going to get some quick bit of food, and then we'll head over to do some service accommodation units. I've just been sent that day in the life reel that we did. I mean, it's cut. I don't know what's going on there, but we'll review that. and keep it moving. The goated breakfast, beautiful. So just done with food, we're going to head over to Middlesbrough now, where we've got a block of 9 flats under our service accommodation business that we've got. 1 more unit, so it'll be 10 in total. Ollie's going to go photograph it, so we're ready to publish on Airbnb, booking.com, that type of thing. So let's head there now and we'll show you around. Going to change top because we need to make it look like on the reels that we don't film it all in one day and we do it every day, which we don't. So new top, mic's on. Let's do this. Just wrapped up the reel there for free deals, which is the purchase and the 2 lease option. So that's boxed off. Now we're going to go to the service accommodation. I forgot about this one. So we will catch you in Middlesbrough. So this is the one of the apartments out of the 10 we've got in this block. Ollie's just done the photos. This one used to be like a maintenance manager that used to live in here. Used to do a lot of our maintenance and stuff for this particular block, but he's gone now, so we're now adding this one to the 9 we already had. We're going to do some reels, do a bit more Instagram stuff, content stuff here, and then we're going to try and get a few more service accommodation units that we've got like around the area. We need to look what ones don't have guests in, and try and just keep up with smashing out as much content in one day. So there's 10 units, and each unit will do around about £1,000, £1,500 a month. So they might gross £15,000 a month out of this whole block, but about £50 a night these will go for, £50, £60 a night, and they're self-contained. You see we've got like kitchenettes. People working away, these are perfect for, like you wouldn't live in these, but working away, you've got everything you need. Kitchenettes, obviously double beds, wardrobe space, Netflix, TV, you can even work from here. And then a bit like a hotel room, you've just got through here like your ensuite, bathroom, shower, toilet. You had a there, didn't you? Me. Right, that's it. Let's go outside and film the content because that nearly took my head off. So we've just left the 10 units now in Stag House, which is the block of service accommodation units that stay with us, our service accommodation business managers. And because our friends Jack and Tom, big developers in Middlesbrough, they're actually on the same road, and they've got a 40 or 50 unit development, student accommodation development on this road. So we're going to see if they're in their office, probably playing golf somewhere, knowing them, but we're going to go down, see if they're in, and catch up with them very quickly. So, seeing as we're in Middlesbrough, we've had to come and see the boys in their office. Here we go. Say hello, hi lads.
How's it going?
Hi mate. Yeah, how you doing? Good, thanks. Good to see you.
Oh no, shit.
Did you get that?
No, fuck that.
Oh, you're right, mate.
What, did you kiss?
Hi mate, nice to see you. Haven't seen you in a while.
I'm staying up here because you're
Stay
slightly
up there.
taller than me.
Oh
so.
god, that's a compliment.
Good.
Anyway, so what are we on with? What should we do in office, Tom?
We've got nothing, to be honest. Handicap's coming down.
Yeah.
Now playing off about 4.5 now. Hit a good round the other day. You beat me the other day, to be fair.
Are you taking this seriously?
Yeah, serious. That is what we're doing.
Oh, okay.
That is what we're on with. We've got nothing else going on.
Yeah, well.
Semi-retired.
We'll get there one day, won't we? So anyway, do you want to show us the office? Feel big? No, in all seriousness, this is a lovely office. It is. You boys have just been here every day, so you're probably a bit bored of it, but...
Well, to
No,
be
to
fair,
be fair,
we
it is
renovated
really
this. We renovated it about 4 years ago, just on the back end of COVID. Because actually, originally, this space was meant to be a gym.
Oh.
So we renovated the building. We finished that about 7 years ago.
2018.
So. Yeah, and then there was just a bit of leftover space. So actually, the original plan was to turn this into like a sort of studio gym.
Yeah.
Gonna rent
thing.
out to PTs.
Yeah, rent
won't
out
we?
to personal trainers.
Yeah, I remember you saying,
and then,
yeah.
to be fair, as we grew, we just needed more office space.
It's very unprofessional.
Sorry about that. I won't take less than 16 million.
Jesus, that phone, by the way. Look at that.
Good, isn't it?
Can we get a zoom in on that bad boy, by the way?
Oh, no,
Jesus,
the flip
look
phone.
at that.
Advertise the Samsung flip phone.
Oh,
Oh, bit of a flip on the
Never
side.
trust a man with a Samsung.
Oh.
No.
It's my first time seeing one of
That's
those
the
in
first
person.
time.
Is it?
Yeah.
Mate, honestly, it's class.
I thought it was one of those pin century things.
I'm getting one of
class.
them. They are sick.
Do you know why I got it? Because Sophie being involved, it's literally like FaceTiming. I can literally just do that. I don't need stands or anything like that. I just bend it and I'm in.
That is unreal.
I haven't actually used it yet for that. And what's cool is the camera. So this is cool. Watch this. Watch this.
You'll love this, Ollie.
This'll blow your mind. Watch this. If I can figure out where the camera is. I
Sorry,
can turn
Tom,
off.
you're losing it,
I
you're
have.
losing it, you're losing it.
I have. Right.
Oh, no.
How would I put it to front screen? Shit, I'm so old. There it is. Right. Watch. Jack, can you just be a deer and hold that?
Yeah. Well, I don't need to.
On it. Watch this. No, hold it up. And I'm going to put 5 up. We're to start the countdown.
How sick
Oh, wow.
is that?
There you go. Photo. Bosh.
And can you see it on there as well?
Yeah.
Can you see it on there?
See?
Oh, that's
Brilliant.
Wow.
Yeah.
It's
That's
quite
quite
good.
good.
It's
Yeah.
quite good. Quite good.
Anyway,
So-
we're here for office, yeah.
Sorry.
So
Yeah.
I was telling you
Office-
a great story before the phone rang, wasn't I?
So, well, anyway, we're going to film some content, and yeah,
And then it's going to smash it, go viral.
go viral, and
We'll split our winnings.
We can do some reels.
going to do some reels. Some
Which
reels,
is going to be
reels.
unreal.
Yeah, unreal with the reels.
But are you thinking
Stay tuned.
You
Well,
just
we are
ruined his
now.
exit. You
Yeah.
said stay tuned, you interrupted.
Shit.
Go
Did I
again.
say stay tuned?
Yeah.
Oh, well.
Stay tuned, think big.
Stay
Oh.
tuned, think big. Oh God, this is getting invoiced to AFA students and co. So we just left Jack and Tom's office in Middlesbrough. That's like head office. They're huge in like student accommodation. We ended up, well, it's 4:30 now, so haven't got any time to go to any of the service accommodation units. So we are going to do that on the next day we get together and do a full day of filming. And we ended up doing some like real podcasty type content with the boys in their office. So it was quite like funny, wasn't it? Like quite funny property questions. So yeah, we'll play a few here, and that will be us signing off for the day.
What's your secret weapon for turning a meh property into a wow one?
Cash.
Literally the only thing you can do.
Your cash.
No, actually, that's poor because on some of our videos we explain how to do that with no cash. So,
So that was a lie.
that was
so
a
you're a
lie.
liar.
I'm a
You're a
liar.
liar. Please leave the video. Right, we've got rid of it. Right, good.
On a serious note, I would say a good interior designer.
100%.
Yeah,
100%.
worth the weight of gold.
Yeah.
And be creative with it.
Flooring. We always
Well,
say
we
makes
like
a big
flooring and
difference.
ceilings as well, don't we?
Yeah, which sounds weird because it means you keep the walls quite plain, but you have a jazzy flooring. Say a jazzy ceiling. Just
And
nice
furniture, like we always say in the sort of stuff, buy your furniture at the start of the project because when you always run out of money at the end, so you never buy
Yeah,
good
that's the
furniture.
biggest tip in this game.